My new backhoe trenching bucket arrived. So this is how I will run the pipe. From the downspout in a straight line up to here. No, here it's really hard to point at something when you're watching the camera screen. In a straight line to here and then a 90 degrees and over here to where eventually the water tanks will be. But first I need to get the bucket on. The bucket is held in place with these two pins. And the two pins are held in place with these two bolts. So let me first take the bolts off and then we can get the pins out and then we can drop the bucket. I'm using a wooden dowel. All that's left to do is really putting those two nuts back on. I'm adding a little bit of grease now. Can't hurt. Alright, enough with the prep work. Let's see it in action. Our soil condition here, if you can even call it soil, is very rocky. There's a lot of loose limestones in it, and the deeper you dig, the more of them you can find. After about 8 or 10 inches you hit rock bottom, the limestone ledge, so digging any deeper is not possible, even with this backhoe. I'm not holding that against it. Also, the soil here is very dry and crumbles back into the trench easily. Again, this is not the fault of the backhoe or the bucket, it is just a result of our soil's condition. I'm sure you can tell from these videos, I'm not a very experienced backhoe operator, at least not yet, but still, I was able to dig this trench about 25 feet in about half an hour. It would have taken me like 5 days with the shovel. You might wonder why I dug those two trenches perpendicular to each other instead of one that just cuts across. Well, I need some room for the tractor itself, and I would have run into the shed on either side if I had done it this way. I hope that makes sense. Some manual labor was still required to clean out all the debris that crumbled back into the trench. I'm using the red hot blue PVC cement. This is a one-part glue that doesn't require a primer.
Something this big and long is going to be very difficult to maneuver. Fortunately, I have a lot of experience in that area.
Here at the bottom of the drain pipe I put in a T-connector. So if I ever want to extend the line into this direction, I can just cut the cap off and tie in another line. So this will be way easier than somehow, I don't know, break up the line if I just had cut in a 90 degree.
Still remember, cannot forget the flower in your hair. Looking forward, listen to my heart, listen and shed a tear. Waiting for you long time, baby, was so hard for me to do. You said me and you forever will be one, but now you're gone. And I still remember, cannot forget the brightness of your smile, soft embraces, look into your eyes, the whisper in my ear, waiting for you long time, baby, was so hard for me to do. You said me and you.
I had to backfill this first trench so I could drive the tractor over it to start working on the second trench. I really like the 6-inch bucket. It is the perfect size for the 4-inch pipe and anything smaller, and it cuts easily through my super hard and rocky soil. There's this little bit of limestone here in the way to get the pipe straight. Need to take off maybe about ½ an inch. So eventually we will be installing a rainwater collection system in this area. This is the pipe that is coming from the roof, so this is what will be filling the rainwater collection barrels. And this one then is the overflow, so if they are full, this will drain them and then run back to the field and just disperse the water over there. And I will be just connecting those two for now while we don't have the rainwater collection barrels. So this is then a straight shot from the roof down to the drain field. And here's the conduit that runs to the lawnmower shed. So this is for like a future generator, so I can run the cable over to the house. And this smaller one is for the power that I put into my tractor shed, well, lawnmower shed. And I have to dig deep enough so I can go under these ones with this one. That should do it. See, this is the drain pipe. So it's not super important anymore that it is watertight. I mean, I want to get rid of the water. It doesn't matter if it leaks out here or at the end. I'm gluing it in anyway so it doesn't separate, but it doesn't need to be watertight. This is the problem around here. This is the limestone ledge. I can't dig any deeper. I hope it's enough to bury the 4-inch pipe. Well, it is enough over here. It gets a little shallower towards that way. No? And that's it. Water from the roof will run down the drain pipe underground to the overflow, which we will eventually connect to the water collection barrels. Then the overflow again runs underground to this outlet here, which will just drain the water into the backyard. And that's it. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.